If you just didn't know about that fight, you must have been living under a rock.
Yeah, who's this?
Johnny, it's me.
Jake. Jesus. Where the fuck you been, huh?
I'm getting psyched up. You know the deal.
Yeah, sure. Now get here. And don't make no stops along the way, you hear?
I'm headed right over. Don't you worry.
Jake, don't stop by that place. If I catch word you've been sniffing around with them again, I ain't gonna like it. You don't want to do what Johnny Torrio don't like.
That's why I'm Johnny Torio's man. He'll be down before the 5th.
Alright, that's what I want to hear. Now get down here. I want to go over some stuff before we get you taped up.
Got it, Johnny. I'm making my way soon.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll see ya. Jake, don't fall. Jake, don't fall. Down in the 5th. Fuck.
Now, I was just his buddy. I didn't know the whole deal so hot. But what I heard was that even Jake's trainer, Johnny Turrio, has his leg broke from these guys. Now I shouldn't be the first to tell you that these fellas weren't fucking around. Turrio screwed them back in the day for some deal to make an extra few bucks. Nicky Colestano and Vinny Diorio don't take too kindly to getting screwed, so they broke Johnny's legs. Now he's a bit gimpy. Never got over it. So he moved on to training. Lucky for him, he got hooked on the next hottest thing. And that was Jake Steele. That ain't no nickname neither. They called him Steele 'cause that was his name. But they could have called him Steele for his rock-solid right. Pop, pop, bang. His famous move. His combo. That was it. If he's got you with it, yours was over. Lights out. Pow. But how he got to messing around with Colestano and Diorio, it was different than his man, Johnny Turrio. For Jake, it was personal.
Jake, welcome. I see you received our invitation. As you may know, I'm Nicky Colestano. Why don't you come in?
I'd love to.
Please meet my associate, Vincent D'Orio.
Pleasure. I've heard a lot.
You know her now. Please sit.
Jake, we understand what it takes to get to your level. But anybody a level such as yours must fall at some point, right? I'm not so sure this is your time. In fact, if I was a betting man, I'd bet against it. Isn't that right, Vincent?
I'm no betting man, however.
However, me and my associates don't happen to be betting men. Lucky enough for us, we don't need a bet. So, let's say I run on a hunch.
Okay. What you got a hunch about?
I don't run on hunches. That's my hunch. So, again, we ain't betting men. I understand you have an important fight this week. Is that right?
You'd be right about that.
Now, if I was a betting man, I'd go Jake Steele the whole way. Not this Detlef Svedka Norwegian fuck.
He's Swedish.
My point exactly. But like I said, we don't like taking chances. So when I drop a rather large chunk of change down on your pal Detlef, I expect you to drop just as heavy. Is that clear, Jakey Steele? Or is it Steely Jake?
Jake works.
We have deal.
That's it? I ruined my career with nothing to show for it?
You'll be in good company, Jake. We give you this offer with a blessing to join in on these families' operations.
You know I have name like Dorio. You make this deal, you begin to move up in this world. For a man, there is nothing better, more than pride, more than your fame. It's temporary. You join this family, and you will become something that is forever.
You'll be in good with the Dorios, you'll be in with the Colistanos, and you'll have this nice chunk of coin right here. Taken in advance. Call it a blessing of good faith.
What if I don't want to take it?
You no go down, you's a being no good.
Consider the Gimp a preliminary procedure. He's still got his legs, but he was lucky.
You no be so lucky. You have no deal, you have no legs. So, right now you have the legs. We have deal.
Yeah, we got a deal.
You go down in the 5th. I see you standing by the 6th, you best stand that ring. Because we'll be coming for you.
And that was that. That was it for Jake. He knew it was over one way or the other. Either he lost to the first foreign challenger he ever faced, some blonde-tipped screwball bimbo that was all biceps. It'd ruin his career from the inside out. A true Bostonian don't lose to no foreigners. But if he beat him, he'd end up worse off than Turio, dead. It was the perfect fight to fix for the boys, though. Every bookie this side of Charles was going hay over head for Steele. Even the Jews over in Brookline were coming out for this one. That's how it was different. One, Torrio never made it to the top of the world like Jake. Another thing is, and the big thing, is they were stealing his manhood from him, like ripping the claws off a cornered animal. Jake was the Wolverine, and these guys had him against the wall. But you don't take a boxer's manhood. It's what those guys know how to fight for the best. It's what they do every day of their lives. It was the perfect storm for Jake. And hours before the fight, he was in the eye of it.
Hey, taxi! Take me to Chinatown, the ring on West Broadway.
Si, Chinatown, signore, si.
Hey, cabbie, you ever been a rich man?
No rich, I am no rich. I know from this country. Italia, my hometown. I drive to make money.
Yeah, I see that. A lot of Italian these days.
Oh, si, signore, si, signore.
Yes, si, signore. You put that fight on the radio, you hear? You stay till the 5th round, alright? If I'm not out of here after the 5th round, you hightail your marinara ass right out of here. Take this cash here and stash it, quick. Oh, and if I do make it, I hope you know how to drive. These ain't no mountain roads. People are gonna be after us.
I take care, signore. I take care.
Yeah, so you all say.
And then they fought.
Jake Steele is simply getting pounded. A ruthless attack well into the 5th round from Detlef Svetochenko appears to be too much for the champ. Right, left, right, again, and Jake stays on his feet. A miraculous ensemble of endurance from Jake Steele, currently the heavyweight boxing champion of the world. He bars up tight, trying to weather the storm. Svetochenko, the Swedish Sunday punch, lays his onslaught on Jake Steele. Up against the ropes still. We've got a barn burner, folks, a dogfight. And here comes Steele. He's on the counter. A straight right followed by 2 quick jabs. Where is his famous steel-knuckled combination? Another right hook. Detlef stays strong. A right from Steele again. Now left, right. And there it is. The pop, pow of Jake Steele has done it again. And Detlef Svetochenko, the Swedish Sunday punch, has fallen cold from the weighted slugs of Jake Steele. Your champion remains the same, and the crowd begins swarming. But he seems to be dodging the ropes quickly. What's this? Shots have been fired. Not many police officers, and there have been shots fired. Detlef is still down. Jake is nowhere to be seen. It's pandemonium. Ladies and gentlemen.
Go, go, go!
And that's all I ever heard of Jake Steele. He killed Detlef in the ring that night. Took the man's life and the family's money. 7 civilians were killed as a matter of what they called collateral. Johnny Turio still drinks himself out of what mind he's got left. But swing by his porch sometime. He'll tell you all about that fight, the perfect storm, featuring the likes of one Jake Steele. He's the one that got away. Cash, manhood, and all.